Hey girl, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I'm Glitter Pixie, and today we're going to be continuing on our 2.0 permadeath world. I'm very excited for that. I'm probably going to have an audio issue in a second. Yep, thank you. Just checking to make sure everything's running good. Uh, so we have our day 5 mini bike. So I'm very excited about that. I actually am coming to you today in my pajamas because I literally need to work out and I need to like be out of this house in 34 minutes. So if this video is over 34 minutes, just there's no way in hell because I wouldn't have allowed that to happen. I had less than an hour to stream and I was like, we gotta get some 2.0 in. We got our mini bike. I can at least get this mission done. So I'm excited about that. I mean, ultimately, like, we're in the burnt forest right now. Oh, sorry. Oh, I said sorry, but I don't know what a virtual camera was. I meant to hit studio mode and I switched the scenes thinking that it was gonna be in studio mode, and which for non-streamers, it's like, and for streamers, maybe you should know this too. It takes your screen and it like cuts it down the middle and it shows you like what your stream currently looks like and what it's gonna look like before it change. Um, so I thought I went in studio mode and then I just started virtual camera, which I guess that is for if you want to use it for like Zoom. I don't know. Do people do that? Using your OBS for Zoom? Probably. Probably make some crazy things happen. Anyway, I'm just loading up the world right now. My impressions on 2.0 so far, it looks really nice. I'm a little devastated and destroyed that we're not having extra house plants, but you know, these are things that in the future we can at least change ourselves. You can always design 3D plants and then force them into the game with technology. Thank you, modding community. We'll figure that one out because I'm sure there's documentation and help. If I ever stop being, you know, who I am as a person and not getting things done, but at least it's an option. Let's take a look at this beautiful thing, teabag it a little bit, and now we're going to just start this up because I don't have time to dilly-daddle, so we're just gonna assume that we can... Oh, we're just retrieving the supplies, so we're good. This is nothing. I was born ready for this. That's why I opened the door instead of letting the zombie open it. I said, girl, hurry up. So that's it. That's the mission. Good first mission, guys. I thought it was gonna be a clear. I had no idea. You know, I made the thumbnail and it even says it on the thumbnail on YouTube. And I was like cooking. I was just like, shout out past me for getting a thumbnail ready. That's what you gotta do. I don't know. I mean, whoever's watching this right now, whoever you are, I definitely recommend that you try to stream or make videos if you have any interest in it, just because there's a lot of people who think that would be fun and then never do it. It is really hard, and I'm a living example of streaming to like 5 people and doing it for years and years and years, so don't expect to get rich and famous off of it. But if you're looking to make friends and have a good time, I recommend it. You can't be friends and have a good time with everybody that you meet, but sometimes you do make
You look like you can handle. Hurry back soon and I'll have
fruitful relationships and experiences. I feel like I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna get rid of this and we're gonna get a tier 2. We're gonna do the fetch and clear. I don't know why I just didn't do that before. I like would have rathered done the easier mission than to do a fetch and clear. Every time I see a fetch and clear, for some reason I'm like super against it. Alright, I am not going home. Well, how far is my home? Alright, you know what, whatever, I'm over it. Like, I'm adding an extra like 100 kilometers. I was gonna... Hi, Belden. Aw, hello, Ashes. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Thank you. Chat out YouTube. Streams past 2 days. But what's up with version 2.0? Give me 1 second to put my stuff away. I'm like in panic mode right now because I have to leave really soon. But there's new monsters There's new hazards. I actually, maybe we'll do a patch notes stream at this point because I didn't really want to spoil things before, but it hasn't been too crazy. I'm driving around the burnt forest fine right now, but things like when you level up into the new POIs or new biomes, sorry, this is why people make edited YouTube videos so that way they can be perfect, not misspeak. But when you go into a new biome, you have to complete these challenges, which, you know, is really freaky at first. So if I like, smoke will fill your lungs, and then all of a sudden you know, you have like a 2-3 minute countdown timer, and you gotta deal with whatever you gotta deal with in there before you die. So this one, why is there a dog chasing me? I like the tag sound of the dogs. It's a cute detail. It's like an extra layer to being able to hear the enemies. I feel like it runs a lot smoother, and like, okay, I definitely have some graphical issues and like it gets a little laggy, but as far as the combat, I feel like my interactions with the zombies themselves are going a little bit smoother. I'm assuming it's something about the way that they hit or that the way that they're falling. Brother, how many? I forgot about this POI, but how many holes do we need in the ground? Stamina seems to be more of an issue. I've gotten really lucky. I feel like I'm always out of stamina. Maybe this is just what early game feels like, but I have a water purifier, so that has not been an issue. Oh. And also, like how it just said worm there, it was alerting me that my skill was taking effect, which is bookworm adds a 25% chance to find the book, magazine, or schematic in loot. So that's like a new feature that they have that's kind of cute. Okay, I gotta just actually smack this. I'm like low on time right now, so I'm not thinking clearly. But it's early morning. I wanted to have like one, because I'm not going to be around for a few more hours. Like, so I wanted to have some type of stream where I was conscious and not exhausted from the day. But there's been a lot of nice changes. I think we're deep in the thick of it enough that we can just check out the patch notes and get an actual better idea. I'm assuming there's patch notes. There seems to always be patch notes. There was a developer stream, so I'm assuming there's gonna be like a dog or something. No. Ah! Let's not go there. Ooh. It looks really nice. The light looks like one of the first things that I noticed with the 2.0 experimental is that when you log in and you are like just in the wilderness for the first time, I don't know if I just had like a lucky spawn, but you could tell that the lighting was very different. Like there was rays of sunlight coming through the trees, and I thought that was awesome. So that there's like a lot of really nice graphical changes. Alright, we're 15 minutes in. We got another 15 minutes, which means realistically we could probably do another mission, which is crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, it's, you know, we came from an era where we've been playing this game and it's like version like 13.1, 13.5, 13 point whatever, and to the point where we got to like version... Oh, I pressed escape. When I hit escape, it takes extra long, it feels sometimes. But I don't know, there's probably better graphics cards out there, CPUs. Probably need a better CPU. I don't know anything about my computer. I need to get out of here. So I was actually, like, I don't know if the raiders are a feature in this game yet. They've been talking about adding that for a while, and it's like people enemies, so I assumed that that was going to be in this update, but I haven't seen any indication of them yet, so I'm not actually sure that they exist. But That was like one of my initial assumptions as to what was gonna be going on. We got 2.0 at least after this long. I'm not, because I feel like the developers merely got bullied into releasing this game. I feel like the game was probably not like, well, I mean, they released it, so it was, but I think like realistically, like they would have just kept it. Well, I guess now also they probably have a team that needs to like actually be paid more and to focus on the game, and they can commit to doing more stuff. But I feel like we were always getting pretty big updates and significant changes to the game, and I think that we'll continue to experience that. Yeah, radiation now. Something isn't right here. That's awesome that I got the bookworm on that. Alright guys, I have no interest in this, please leave me alone. I'm supposed to find like some type of like radiated fungus or something in the wasteland. So that's your rad levels are dropping. Well, that's nice. Jesus. But the game used to have like pretty decent updates all the time, so I feel like they would have continued doing that. But I went to PAX and I got to see it in live action. Like usually you go on Discord and it's just like the general chat is like every few hours someone saying, why isn't this game released yet? And like, why is this every single day? But even at PAX, like people are like, why haven't you guys released the game? It's just like, what is the difference between releasing the game and how it was? But so now we just get significant updates. Now we're gonna get 3.0 one day, probably like next year. See you next June. It's always June, it seems. They're getting on a release schedule. We love that. That's why we release the game, so that way they can fund the release schedule. Shout out. I don't know if that, like what the inner workings are, but from my product development experience, that's just what my only assumptions could be. But maybe they were you know, I mean, my experiences are all like college level, so it's not going too great. College level post-COVID, the world is doomed, guys. Sometimes, like, I feel like I'm a notable student. Like, my teachers like me. They work hard for my success. I get angry emails for not doing my homework from my teacher saying, Ellie, I can't help but notice your assignment isn't handed in. But
Quite the daring adventurer. Good job.
alright, let's I can't do restore power. This is so far. Look, no, like fetch and clear hits me so bad. I have no words for it. It's so embarrassing the way that I'll do anything but a fetch and clear. I'm buying these two. So now I need a shovel. You have a shovel, girl? I feel like also that was a lot of good stuff for no reason. And like, I don't know, maybe it's just the items, but I feel like they changed the items, or I just have way more money than I would have anticipated, because I feel like I would not have a shovel and an axe so early and so quickly. Do I have a repair kit? No. I just want a storage box. I usually exit, I feel like, through here, so I'll put it on this side. Makes total sense, yeah. Before you used to just like get irradiated if you walked out of bounds of the map, which was like whatever, like a little dramatic. You could have just given me a crater. I mean, they probably, I can't imagine what's going on there, but I've learned just to not trust, not try the bounds. I'll just leave that in there for now. I guess I gotta leave that. Alright. Get my money for no reason. I'm gonna wait for 3 skill points because I haven't been good about that. I'm gonna turn over a new leaf. I'm gonna stop throwing every skill point I get when I get it. Actually, I take that back. Alright, now I move forward with my life. What's the next one? I don't even care about the next one because the next one is like batons, and it's just like we're never getting a baton because we're never getting past this. I can make. Yes. Wait, they took away. Wow, they took away the parts for the level 6 baton. Oh, they really care about our emotional well-being. Wow. That's like a buff, perk buff, that I didn't know I needed. I was just gonna accept it because I thought I had some legendary parts, but you know, I think this is absolutely infinitely more reasonable to not need it. Here, let's see. Yes! Alright, that was so exciting. They made it so much easier! I'll take it! I'll take a relaxing day. And they made it easier in like a lot of ways, but then, you know, we just saw that I had to kind of risk my life to get a box in the wasteland, so you win some, you lose some, but I feel like I'm coming out a winner. La 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 la. Where are we going? Where are we going? I gotta go to the basement. I gotta find the sink to smack now. Where's bathroom? No. Whatever. Alright. La 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 la. I feel like way too strong right now. I got like put way too good in a mood from getting that 2 skill points. Like I'm gonna walk right into my death. And I'm gonna have deserved it. Oh, this is awesome. It's good that I switched out because I was thinking that I would just leave the level 2 one. We still have this issue where it gets stuck on the bottom of my screen, which is so weird. Like this over here. I guess my camera kind of blocks it. But I am very shocked that that's still like that. So how much are we gaining? So this is 13, 18. Sheesh. And then now we're at 19. Anvil. This is awesome. I can't see like if I'm getting 2 things at this point, but it's otherwise awesome. I still will allow room in my heart to hope that it gets fixed. Ow. Not cool. Are these the fabled leather booths that I've been told about? I gotta check to see if I'm getting cloth or... I think these are the fabled leather booths. I don't know. I think I see cloth. That's my cloth level 7. Okay. We're making decent time. Help. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Noise. Kinda. Subjectively noise. I'm a little sad about not getting points for this, but it's noon and we're free. So that's exciting. I guess we gotta get another mission and just have it on lock. You gotta close your eyes to make this work. They added sensors to the camera that bypass your permissions on your computer. It's tradition. I gotta get dressed also before I leave, so the fact that I'm doing this is even more ridiculous. I've been wearing pajamas all episode. My life is an episode. It's like every single stream and the timing is so different. It's like, is it a 30-minute stream? Is it a 5-hour stream? Is it a 20-minute stream? Another Glitter Pixie stream. I am on it, except I'm actually leaving. But I am on it. I have a decent amount of free time. I wanted to commit a lot of time to streaming this summer. I probably should be committing less time to streaming and more time to like making clips and stuff like that. But I'm hustling. I gotta take care of the people. I don't do it all year round, so just give me a while until someone says something negative. Also, if you're watching this far into the video, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. I'm not gonna lie, the dopamine hit from YouTube subscriptions is what keeps me going, and how I say that I need to take less time streaming and more time making clips and stuff. When I don't get a lot of subs, I'm like, oh, I'm using my time inefficiently, I should do something else. So subscribe, because it helps keep me on track if you actually like this, or don't. My goal is to get 500 subscribers, so I would like to get that. I don't have the watch time to get monetized, but I would still just like to reach 500 subscribers, and not from fake accounts, please and thank you. I don't know, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do a buried supplies. I don't have a shovel. That's like the one thing I don't have. Can I make a shovel? I'm just gonna do the, I think, restore power.
Hurry. I have a protection payment coming up soon. Looking to stock up
Do you
on
have
supplies?
anything for me? I would like to stock up on supplies, but I think I already bought all your supplies, girl. Crucible. She doesn't restock until day 7, so... I don't know if I want a lantern. Nah, Twitch subs. I mean, Twitch subs are money, but I would rather more... I don't want money from you. I want money from ad revenue. And I have decided that that's never gonna happen on Twitch. It's like funny. I think Otter was like, I'm BRB paying your bills. I'm like, what bills do I have that are $3 from my Twitch ad revenue? Would love to know that. Would the... But I would rather, if people like my videos, to have more people that like my videos be able to find them and have access to them. And I'm kind of optimistic about my content lately, because I am realizing that it's been really hard for me to find the channels that I want to watch lately. Like, I feel like there's just not a lot that I want to watch on YouTube, so I'm optimistic that, you know, maybe I'm worth watching. But I would rather the money, like, even if it's the same amount of money, I would rather it come from ads than to come from subs on Twitch, because money's rough out here, you know, guys. I gotta take care of my people. But I appreciate everybody that can sub and chooses to sub, but I don't want anybody to feel like that they have to sub for me to be able to stream. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Twitch is better because you have a larger following. Yeah, but the following on Twitch doesn't matter, because who's finding me on Twitch? It's like, on Twitch, the only way that people are finding your stream is like rarely through search. And nobody's finding me on search because I don't get like a lot of viewers. Like, I have 2 viewers on Twitch right now, for context. On YouTube, for anybody who like, it varies between like 2. In the past I could get like anywhere up to 30, but like usually it hovers around 10. But even though I have a lot of followers on Twitch, to me the follower count, like, because you'll get like a lot of bot follows on Twitch and stuff. Like YouTube, I feel like it's less likely. Like, I think to scam someone on YouTube, you kind of have to put in a little bit more effort usually. Wow, this is so crazy. How did this get like this? I gotta leave. Alright, I gotta actually get off. I gotta put this stuff away. I want a repair kit. But yeah, so and that's why I like added the stipulation, because somebody was saying that they followed me on a bunch of different accounts the other day, and I was like, oh man. Not like, I appreciate the thought, but it doesn't, like, because on YouTube I feel like if you get more watch time, that's how the YouTube algorithm like promotes your stuff. So the goal is to get watch time to hopefully appear better in the recommendations, versus on Twitch it's like, all right, slot machine, are you gonna get a raid today, and are those people gonna follow you, and if they follow you, are they actually gonna like you and hang out, and are you gonna become friends with the streamer and play games with them and then have a bunch of drama, like, which I don't mind being friends with people, and I am learning boundaries and how to keep enough space to not get into drama, but it'll be happening sometimes. Oh my god, I gotta go. Is it done? Yes. Medicine. I don't know. Alright, well, this was short. I apologize that I did not get to be on longer. I do like to stream, and I will hopefully be on longer tonight, but I gotta get ready and I gotta go to my workout. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and give me a second because we gotta work on this thumbnails, guys. We gotta get that mini bike in frame. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Stare at this mini bike some more. Figure out our next clickbait title about the mini bike. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. I won't be back for like 2 or 3 hours, maybe in like 4 hours. I don't know. We'll see where life takes us. Anyway, bye.